What's up, YouTube? What's up, Raider Nation? This is gonna be packed with my thoughts about the Raiders and what happened on Monday, and just my view of our team. Okay, this might surprise you a little bit with my opinion, but okay, let's get at it. This was a good win, okay. But I don't think that it was enough. I think that we are very fortunate. When you look at the way this game played out, I think it played out in a way that gives you like a good feeling because you got the victory, right? But to me, it highlighted some things that was like, this is why we're not going to make the playoffs. This is why we're not. We should not feel proud. This is why some things need to change, okay? So you look at the game, look at the statistics, right? We dominate, okay? You have like 9 more plays. You're almost 100 yards more in total yardage. Same amount of turnovers. Passing yards almost 100 more. You got 230 compared to 147. Rushing yards, you even did better in rushing, 98 to 89. Time of possession, you almost possessed the ball like over 4 minutes more. You had 7 more first downs, so you show, like in this game, it kind of shows you like you kind of dominated, right? But you have to realize, man, you was playing against a team that was riddled with injuries because of COVID, and you still almost lost, okay? And I'm not saying that, look, when you play in the National Football League, all right, you are liable to get beat by anybody. These are professionals. They have pride in themselves. They play hard. They have playoff aspirations. So you're playing a team they're highly motivated, and regardless to who's the quarterback, regardless to who wide receivers were, regardless to any players any positions that was affected by COVID, right? You still gonna have a motivated player there that has some talent. If he's in a professional football league, he's on a practice squad. He has some talent. Okay, so I'm not dismissing who they played and the situation they was in. Okay, but in my estimation, you should have dominated that game if you're a playoff team, because they don't have their guys. And yet you're lucky. You're lucky. Can I say it again? The Raiders are lucky to get this win. They are truly lucky. Okay? You had you was put in a position with 3 minutes left to make a drive. And in my estimation at the time, I'm like, okay, we need a touchdown. We need a touchdown right here. We need to run some clock, and we need a touchdown. Okay, a field goal is only going to put yourself in a situation where, you might give them opportunity to come back and win the game off their own field goal. All right, and early in the game, you had some shots that Derek Carr should have made. Okay. Derek should have made, and he didn't. Okay, a couple times it was a situation where he made throws and wide receivers dropped balls. Okay, but the bottom line is what we saw was a team that was inefficient. This team should have been ahead in the fourth quarter. This team should have easily been ahead by 10 to 14 points. Right? And they just allowed Cleveland to stay into the game. And to me, that's what I saw as far as, being efficient, letting, opportunities pass. They let so many opportunities pass, right? They just was not efficient, man. They just simply was not efficient. And they let Cleveland stay into the game, right? Some costly turnovers, right? That car fumble, that was so costly. The plays on that when they after it was I can't remember exactly how it was after a score by the Browns. We had the ball. We were still up. I think we were still up at the time, and I think that it was a run we made, and I think Josh had made it. I think he made a first down. He was right there at the first down marker, right? And they didn't measure it. They actually said it was third down, okay? And I think they gave the ball to Josh again, okay? And he didn't get it. So on a second down play, when I think he got the first down, they should have contested the spot if it wasn't right. They should have, that was a spot right there, because when you saw the play live, I thought Josh made the first down, okay? And the coaching did not press it. The officials originally said first down, then they changed it to third down, and we just let it go. I think we should have challenged that. We should have been a big deal at it and challenged it, okay? Come back on third down and we get stuffed, So on second down, I think we made the first down, got a bad call, didn't challenge it, and then got stuffed on third down, okay? Those are the little things, right, that cost you games. They cost you games. Car fumbling, right? You got to protect the ball, man. You got to protect the ball. We had drives that were stalled by just, I think, bad play calling, drop passes, I think bad decision making by Carr going to the wrong guys. We played a game that was, to me, pathetic. Pathetic. I did not like what I saw in this team. Okay, and you still, after all the things that I feel we did wrong, we still had big opportunities. We scored more, not scored, but we had more yards in total offense, 328 to 236, over 100 yards of offense, and we still had to get lucky. Okay, the main issue, 2 turnovers. Now they had 2 turnovers, but we didn't really take advantage of theirs. Okay, the turnovers that we gave them, they were crucial. They were crucial. We actually got the ball back, but we on a winning drive and we fumbled the ball. And even on the fumble recovery, instead of Renfro just falling down, he tries to make a play and costs us another 10 yards. So this team, they just, I don't know. I don't know if we want to describe it as being like playing down the competition. I'm not sure exactly if that's what you want to say, but this team is not playing well. They are not playing good right now. We got lucky to get this victory. And do I feel like we are going to, look, we have a tough last 3 games, all right? Let me make sure I got it right. I think we have Denver next, and then let me make sure we got it. So we got Denver, okay? I think that's a winnable game. I really do think that's a winnable game, okay? Colts are an extremely hot team, and they're playing for a lot. They are fighting for their division. Can we beat the Colts on the road? That's going to be tough. That's going to be extremely, extremely tough. And we close out with the Chargers. And look, we can win all 3 of these games. But the way that they're playing, I don't see it. I honestly don't see it. I think we're capable. We are talented enough to win all 3 of these games. And if we win all 3 of these games, I think we make the playoffs. But I'll be honest with you. And I would love to see it happen. And if it happens, I'll be the first on the air saying congratulations and all that, right? But this team, man, this team is so inconsistent. I think they play down to the team that they're playing. They don't know how to get up for big games. They make horrible decisions, right? And I just feel like, you know, good win, right? Nice win, but it's just fool's gold to me. It's fool's gold, you know? So let's talk a little bit about this game and some of the things that were in addition to what I've already mentioned, right? So Bryan Edwards, let's go through some of the players that I like to see more action and to get more play and more targets on offense. Bryan Edwards, I think we need to really involve that guy more. When you look at the film, the guy is open a lot, okay? And Carr is not getting him the ball. He's not getting the ball. The guy is open a lot more than what we see. He's breaking, and Carr is immediately going to, he's looking at certain players, and if they're not there immediately, right, he's not allowing them to play to develop, and he's going to his checkdowns. He's going to Renfrow, or he's going to his running back coming out of the backfield, safety valve, right? We need to get our wide receivers more involved. That's just the bottom line. It's good to have a good tight end, and Monroe is not living up to his hype. I thought Monroe would be a lot better, but Monroe, he needs to work on his hands, and he needs to work on his confidence. I don't think his confidence is there, right? Zay Jones played a pretty good game. He got the winning, in essence, the winning catch, right? But he's not, obviously he's not a number one. He's a situational type wide receiver. He can make a play here and there, but he's not, you know, his future. I mean, he is what he is. He's a good backup, okay? Edwards, I think, needs to develop into something special, and we need to start feeding him the ball more, okay? D-Jack, look, I know he had a drop ball in this game, but we need to feed him the ball more also. You know, we need to feed these wide receivers more than what we are, okay? And these check down passes, they are fine. And look, what's so strange about it, the one pass that he threw an interception to on that second to last drive, he was trying to go to Jones, right? That was a bad decision, a horrible decision, okay? I've called for those type of passes on other videos. It's timing. When do you do it? That was a bad time to do it. It was a misread by him. It was actually, he had help over the top. He beat his underneath coverage, but he had a safety help over the top, you know? And it really wasn't a good throw. Jones kind of stumbled a little bit, but it really wasn't a good throw either. And when you look at the replay, Renfrow, one time, I felt like that's the time. I ain't gonna say the one time. There's a lot of times you should go to Renfrow, but there are other times that I feel like you should take a shot and you're checking down. This is one of the times you should have done just the opposite. You should have done just the opposite. Jones was commanding double team because he beat his man. So the safety was definitely going with him. If you look at the play, Renfrow broke away from coverage. He had the whole left side wide open for a first down, plus he probably could have gone for a good 20 yards before he was tackled. And he could have stayed in bounds, kept the clock running. You would have been close to, if not in field goal range. Now the whole playbook is open. You can run the ball to run some clock. You could do so much at that point. But you try to go over the top when it was unnecessary. That's the time is unnecessary. This is what I'm saying. Bad decision making. Early in the game, when you should have been stretching the field, you wasn't. Now when you should have been checking down and taking the check down, taking those easy passes, running clock, getting yourself in position for either a field goal or to seal the deal with a touchdown, you try to take a chance and throw in with essence double coverage. Bad decisions. Bad decisions. So that's why I'm saying, man, that's why I like to look at film and look at what actually occurred here, because it feels good to get a victory. But you got a victory despite yourself. Quick question, guys. Be honest with yourself. That after the interception, if the Browns stole the ball on 2nd or 3rd down, do you think the Raiders stopped them from getting the 1st down? Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. I think the Browns win the game, if I be totally honest with you. We got fortunate that they played into our hands. We sold out for the run, and fortunately, they ran the ball. If they throw the ball on 3rd and 3, if they throw the ball on 2nd and whatever it was, 2nd and 6, 2nd and whatever it was, I have a very strong feeling they get a 1st down, and we lose this game. That's my honest opinion. That's my honest opinion. So I feel good about the victory. It keeps us live for the playoffs. And I'll be honest with you. Okay, I'll be totally honest with you. If we make the playoffs, I said earlier that I'm not going to rejoice. I'm not going to be happy. We don't deserve. After that Kansas City game, I was extremely upset. Not because we lost the game, but because how we lost the game and the trash we talked before the game. Okay, I was highly pissed off about that loss. Okay, and it wasn't that we lost; it was how we lost and the crap we talked before. That's what pissed me off. Okay, and I said some things in that video, and I still hold true to it. I still maintain I don't think we deserve the playoffs. But I will say this: after looking at the schedule, after looking at what we have left, if we beat Denver, and to be honest with you, we have to win out. There's no mistakes allowed. We have to win out. Okay? If we beat Denver, we'll beat Cleveland, regardless of the fact that Cleveland, is short-handed. Hold on, guys. So like I was saying, there's still a path to the playoffs, right? Like I said, we have to win out. But if you beat Cleveland, we're beating Cleveland, okay? If you beat Denver, right? If you beat the Colts they are on a playoff push. They're one of the hottest teams in the league, and they're doing something that we can't stop. And they are running the ball. They can run the ball on us, and that would, be lights out, right? And then the Chargers, right? Now, in essence, in my estimation, the team that if we play up to our potential, we could win out. We could win all 3 of these games. The problem is we do not play to our potential. That's why I feel like we don't deserve the playoffs. But what I will say, if we run out, if we win these 4 games in a row, we won in Cleveland, right? And if we win the rest of these games, I will say they deserve the playoff spots, but I do not look forward to that playoff run. I don't think that they are capable of making a true run in the playoffs. But if you win these 3 games, how can anyone say you don't deserve to be in there? So I will be corrected. I will stand corrected. You do deserve to be there. But my confidence was still. Now, if you blow these teams out, then obviously my confidence would be at a different level. Okay? But if these games play out and you get these victories and you're not impressed, which, and that's really, to be honest with you, I'm talking on both ends of my mouth, because to win these games, you're going to have to be impressive. Right? You're going to have to be impressive. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, what has happened this year with the loss to the Bears, the loss to the Giants, okay? What other loss that I was the Washington, I'm about to say Redskins, the Washington football team. Those 3 losses in particular, right, put such a bad taste in my mouth that it's hard to even look forward to a playoff run. And it's hard to have confidence that you're capable of doing it. When you lose to those teams, Washington football team, You lost to the Giants. You lost to the Giants. Okay? You lost to the Bears. Now, I know the Bears' circumstances was a little funny because you had a lot of situations there that was up in the air, that there's a lot of distractions, right? You still lost to the Bears. Okay? You lost to the Giants. You lost to the Washington football team. So when you have those losses on your resume, it's hard to get excited. It's hard to have confidence that you are a playoff team. But being a hypocrite, if you win these 3 games, you deserve to be a playoff team. That's extremely hypocritical statement. But that's just where this team puts me. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I enjoyed the victory, despite the injuries. We're playing in the National Football League. Okay, when you put players out there and you get a victory, right? Regardless of the circumstances, I think the circumstances was horrible. I think the NFL is. I never put a video about this. I think the NFL, the NBA is being one-sided. I think they're being. I think it was a bad decision to postpone these games after you said you wasn't, right. You're making up rules as you go in this situation, in these situations, and I think it's the competitive edge is being thrown off, because to me it seems like you're trying to give teams opportunities when they should do a better job in fighting the battle of COVID. You have certain teams that have outbreaks, right? Why are you not having other teams with outbreaks? Okay, I'm not saying, look, I don't know enough about it to speak educationally on it or with a lot of knowledge on it or whatever, right? But all I'm saying is, everyone knew what the rules are before the season. And now they're changing it as they go. And it looks like you're playing favoritism towards certain teams. That's what it looks like to me, okay? Whether that's the case or not, whether they're just trying to get the competitive nature of these games to a certain level, whatever it is, right? It looks strange. You had a rule in place, and now you're going against it. As a Raider fan, okay, as Raider Nation, right? I know some people might watch this video as not Raider fans, but I'm just telling you, everyone who's in Raider Nation, we know the answer to this question. If the Raiders had an outbreak the way Cleveland Browns had an outbreak, this game would have been played on Sunday. I'm just telling you. You can doubt me, you can say I'm wrong, you can say whatever you want to say. If you are a Raider fan, you know I'm telling you the truth. If you're watching this video and you're not a Raider fan and you don't know the history, you're going to say, oh, BS, you just, I'm trying to tell you. If the Raiders was in the situation where they had an outbreak on their team, they would have told us to suck it up. Sunday, you scheduled for Sunday. Let's go. That's what would have occurred. I'm just telling you how it is. So look, this video is a little longer than I wanted it to be. I got a little interruption. Your boy's at work. I'm trying to get home for the holidays, but hey, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I enjoy doing these videos. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. In case I don't get, I should be able to put on the video before then. Oh, another thing, if you are interested, I'm going to start doing the videos on Wednesdays to recap the football week before and the upcoming week on Wednesdays. It's going to be on Spreaker.com under Built for This Network, okay? That's going to be the audio version. I'm still going to put out a video here, okay? So you still catch it on my channel. It's going to be long. I'm going to probably make it probably about an hour long, okay? Because I'm not only going to talk about football, I'm going to throw in some other things too, whenever whenever it's important. Right now, I'm telling you, I'm going to talk about COVID. Okay, I'm going to talk to some issues about COVID in that video. So that expect that video to be a little bit longer than what you normally see on YouTube. It could be over an hour. okay? But it's going to be on Spreaker.com if you just want to listen to it. And you can listen to it at any time. It's like on YouTube. You can catch it whenever you want to. But on Spreaker.com, okay, built for this network, you log in, create a profile, all right? There's a live chat room. And in the chat room, we get at it. We get at it. I'll be in the chat room. The video will be running, right? The audio will be running, okay? And we can talk about what I'm talking about. You can interject your views. We can go back and forth in the chat room while the audio is going on for that show, okay? So come check it out. It's on Spreaker with an R, Spreaker.com, built for this network. Should be posted sometime on Wednesday. And if not on Wednesday, certainly on Thursday before the Thursday night game. But more than likely, it'll be Wednesday afternoon. What we're trying to do is get a solid time on Wednesdays. We're trying to do 6 Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central. That's what we're trying to do, okay? We don't know if that's going to work out every week, but that's our goal, okay? So come check us out. Be interactive. It'll be the time to hit at me with some questions as I'm going through my recap of the previous week, and also on the predictions of next week, okay? And also some, like I said, some other issues that's going on in sports. So guys, I appreciate your time. Guys, love each other, take care of each other, and guys, be blessed. Raider Kev and Raider Nation is out. Peace.